At first glance, the answer seems obvious. SCP-017 is a shadow entity that consumes anything entering its darkness. So if it had unrestricted access to night, wouldn't that mean the end of humanity? I actually don't think that the article supports this conclusion. SCP-017 is often interpreted as a limitless predator, a living shadow that consumes matter indefinitely. And because darkness exists everywhere, people naturally jump to the conclusion that it could spread over the entire Earth. But there's a problem. The first is that the article doesn't state that. But to be fair, absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. SCP articles omit information all of the time. So the fact that SCP-017 is not described as an extinction-level threat does not mean that it isn't one. But it does mean we should be careful about assumptions. Furthermore, the article never establishes whether or not SCP-017 has a size limit, or an energy limit, or a quantity limit. We don't know whether or not it grows stronger over time. But the entry never confirms if exponential scaling even exists. And I think it's reasonable to assume that it would, if that was the case. The strongest argument against the doomsday theory is simple and I think very definitive. SCP-017 existed before containment. At some point in history, this entity was not in a controlled Foundation chamber. It potentially had unrestricted access to darkness. Perhaps in the past it was even outside at night. And yet, civilization survived. If 017 truly consumed without meaningful limit, then its pre-containment period should have left catastrophic evidence behind. Mass disappearances, entire regions consumed, environmental devastation, something. Instead, the Foundation was able to discover it, study it, and contain it. Even if SCP-017 becomes more active in darkness, the Earth itself may limit the anomaly. Half the planet is always illuminated. Civilization produces artificial light constantly. Cities are hostile environments for shadow-based movement. And importantly, we don't know if both sunlight and artificial light affect SCP-017 in the same way. Could this entity be extremely dangerous if released? Absolutely. Could it kill hundreds, potentially thousands? Yes. But based on the article itself, I don't think there's enough evidence to conclude that SCP-017 is a global level threat. I think the uncertainty is what makes this anomaly so interesting and what makes it still relevant after so many years. What I love about this entry is not what we know, but what the article leaves unanswered.